of students. My name is Mrs. Neeta Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, KIT's College of Engineering, Kolhapur. In this video, we are going to study one of the important application of multiple integral, that is volume of solid of revolution. First, we see the formula in Cartesian coordinate system. So here it is XY coordinate system. A is the plane area inside the closed curve. P of xy is any point in the region A and dx dy is an elementary area at the point P. Now let us imagine when we revolve that elementary area dx dy along x-axis, then it will generate a ring of volume 2 pi y dx dy. Here 2 pi y is the circumference of the ring, where y is the radius of the ring and dx dy is the cross-sectional area. And therefore, to get the total volume of this plane area A, we have to integrate this function over the region A, and therefore the total volume of the solid of revolution of the area A about x-axis is equal to double integration over the area A 2 pi y dx dy. Similarly, volume of the solid of revolution of the area A about y-axis is given by V is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi x dx dy. Now we see the formula in polar coordinate system. So let r is equal to f of theta is a closed curve in polar coordinate system. This OX is the initial line. P of r theta is any point inside the plane area A, and this is an elementary area, and OP, the distance OP is equal to r, and theta is the angle made by this radius vector with the initial line x, and therefore the total volume of this plane area A about the initial line is given by V is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi r sine theta r dr d theta, that is V is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi r square sine theta dr d theta. With the help of these formulas, now we solve some examples. Let us consider the first example. Find the volume generated by rotating the parabola y square is equal to 4ax from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to h about the x-axis. So as we know that volume of the solid of revolution about x-axis is given by V is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi y dx dy. So first we sketch the curve y square is equal to 4x. So this is the parabola, y square is equal to 4x. The line x is equal to h, which is parallel to y axis. Now the region bounded by the parabola and x is equal to h in the first quadrant we have shaded by the red lines. Now when this shaded part we revolve about x-axis, automatically it covers this lower part of the parabola, and therefore to get the volume of solid of revolution we consider only this shaded part of the region. And to get the limit of inner integral and outer integral in this region of integration, we consider a strip parallel to y-axis. Now to get the limit of inner integral, consider the equation of the curve at both end of the strip. So lower end of the strip, it is lies on x-axis whose equation is given by y is equal to 0. And upper end of the strip, it is on the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. So from this equation you find out y in terms of x. So we get y is equal to 2 into under root ax. So in this way we get the limit of inner integral are y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 2 into under root ax. Now to get the limit of outer integral, we move this strip in the region of integration from origin to this point. So when we move this strip from origin to this point, the value of x, it varies from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to h. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to h are the limits of outer integral, and therefore we get v is equal to double integration x is equal to 0 to h, y is equal to 0 to 2 into under root x 2 pi y dx dy. This is equal to 2 pi is a constant, take outside of integration sign, integration 0 to h. First we take the integration of y with respect to y, we get y square upon 2 with upper limit 2 into under root x, lower limit 0 into dx. So it is equal to pi integration 0 to h, put y is equal to 2 into under root x upper limit, we get 4ax. When you put y is equal to 0 lower limit, this term becomes 0. So it is 4ax dx. That is equal to 4a is a constant, take outside of integration sign. So it is 4a pi, and now take the integration of x with respect to x, we get x square upon 2 with upper limit h, lower limit 0. Simplify these constant terms, we get 2 pi a, replace x by upper limit, so we get h square minus, when you put x is equal to 0, we get that term is 0, and we get the answer 2 pi a h square. So this is the volume generated by the parabola about x-axis. Let us consider the second example. Find the volume of solid generated by revolving the loop of the curve y square is equal to x square into bracket 2 minus x about the x-axis. As we know that volume of the solid of revolution about x-axis is given by v is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi y dx dy. So first we sketch the curve y square is equal to x square into bracket 2 minus x. So here we get this loop, and we shaded only the upper part of the loop which lies in the first quadrant. So when we revolve this upper part of the loop about x-axis, automatically it covers the lower part of the loop, and therefore we shaded only the upper part of the loop to get the limit of inner integral and outer integral. And consider one radical strip, one strip parallel to y-axis in the region of integration. So to get the limit of inner integral, again consider the equation of the curves at both end of the strip. So lower end of the strip, it is on x-axis whose equation is y is equal to 0. Upper end of the strip, it is on the curve y square is equal to x square into bracket 2 minus x. Find out the value of y in terms of x, we get y is equal to x into under root 2 minus x. To get the limit of outer integral, we move this strip from origin to this point. So value of x, it varies from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2 are the limits of outer integral. You put the limit of inner integral and outer integral in this formula, we get v is equal to double integration x is equal to 0 to 2, y is equal to 0 to x into under root 2 minus x 2 pi y dx dy. It is equal to 2 pi constant, take outside of integration sign, into integration 0 to 2 integration of y square upon 2 upper limit x into under root 2 minus x lower limit 0 dx. It is equal to pi integration 0 to 2, put y is equal to upper limit x into under root 2 minus x, we get x square into 2 minus x. When you put lower limit 0, this total function becomes 0. So we get only x square into 2 minus x dx. So it is equal to pi. Take the integration of this function with respect to x. So we get integration of x square, x cube upon 3, x square into x, it is x cube, integration of x cube, x is to 4 upon 4 with upper limit to lower limit 0. So it is equal to pi. First put x is equal to upper limit 2, we get 2 raised to 4 upon 3 minus this term, it becomes 2 raised to 4 upon 4. When you put x is equal to lower limit, this total function becomes 0. So it is equal to pi into bracket 16 upon 3, 2 raised to 4 upon 4, it is 4. Simplify this bracket, we get the answer 4 pi upon 3. Now let us take the third example. Find the volume generated by revolving the area between the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8 and the x-axis above the line x is equal to minus 5. Now first we sketch the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. So this is the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8, which intersect x-axis at the point minus 2 0 and 4 0, and the area bounded by the parabola and x-axis we have shaded by the red lines, and we have to find out the volume generated by revolving this area about the line x is equal to minus 5. Now here x is equal to minus 5 is the axis of rotation. Now in this region of integration, here P is the point whose coordinates are xy and dx dy is an elementary area. So the distance of this elementary area from the axis of rotation first we have to find out. So the distance of the point P from y-axis it is x, and distance of the line x is equal to minus 5 from y-axis it is 5, and therefore the total distance of the point P whose coordinates xy from the axis of rotation is x plus 5, and therefore it generates a ring of volume 2 pi into bracket 5 plus x dx dy. So this is the volume generated by the ring when we revolve this area about the line x is equal to minus 5, and therefore to get the total volume we integrate this function over the region A, and therefore to get the limits of inner integral and outer integral in this region we consider a strip parallel to y-axis. So first we find out the limit of inner integral and then outer integral. So to get the limit of inner integral, consider the equation of the curve at both end of the strip. So lower end of the strip it is on the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8, and upper end of the strip it is on x-axis whose equation given by y is equal to 0, and therefore we get the limit of inner integral r y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8 to y is equal to 0. To get the limit of outer integral, we move this strip from this point to this point along x-axis. So when we move this strip from this point to this point, the value of x, it varies from -2 to 4, and therefore we get the volume of solid of revolution about the line x is equal to -5 is equal to v is equal to double integration x is equal to -2 to 4, y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8 to 0, 2 pi 5 plus x dx dy. 2 pi is a constant, take outside. 5 plus x is a constant term, keep as it is. Integration of y, that is integration of dy, it is y upper limit 0, lower limit x square minus 2x minus 8 dx. It is equal to 2 pi integration -2 to 4, 5 plus x, put first y is equal to upper limit 0 minus y is equal to lower limit. So this function becomes 8 plus 2x minus x square into dx. It is equal to 2 pi integration -2 to 4. Under the integral sign, take the product of these two functions. We get 40 plus 10x minus 5x square plus 8x plus 2x square minus x cube into dx. It is equal to 2 pi. Simplify this total bracket. We get minus x cube minus 3x square plus 18x plus 14 into dx. In the next step, take the integration of this function with respect to x with upper limit 4 and lower limit -2. So integration of x cube, it is x is to 4 upon 4 minus integration of x square, x cube upon 3, integration of x, x square upon 2 plus 40 into integration of dx, it is x. Put upper limit 4, lower limit -2. After simplifying the bracket, we get the answer 432 pi. So this is the final answer of the example. Let us consider the fourth example. Calculate by double integration the volume generated by the revolution of the cardioid r is equal to a into bracket 1 plus cos theta about its axis. So here is the cardioid whose equation is r is equal to a into bracket 1 plus cos theta. This curve has symmetry about the initial line. We shaded only the upper part of the cardioid. When we revolve this part of the region about initial line, automatically it covers this lower part of the cardioid, and therefore to get the volume, we consider the radical strip in the region of integration drawn from the pole to the other end of the cardioid. So first we find out the limit of inner integral. So lower part of the strip, it is on origin whose equation is given by r is equal to 0, and upper part of the strip, it is on the cardioid whose equation is r is equal to a into bracket 1 plus cos theta. So r is equal to 0 to r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta are the limit of inner integral, and to get the limit of outer integral, we move this strip from initial line, that is from theta is equal to 0 in anti-clockwise direction to the other end of the region. So when you move this strip from initial line to this point, then value of theta, it varies from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi. So these are the limit of outer integral. So we get volume of solid of revolution about the initial line is given by v is equal to double integration over the region A 2 pi r square sine theta dr d theta. So put the limit of inner integral and outer integral, we get v is equal to integration 0 to pi 0 to a into bracket 1 plus cos theta 2 pi r square sine theta dr d theta. It is equal to 2 pi integration 0 to pi. Sine theta is a constant, keep as it is inside the integration sign. 2 pi is a constant, we take outside. First we take the integration of r square with respect to r. We get r cube upon 3 with upper limit a into bracket 1 plus cos theta, lower limit 0 d theta. So it is equal to 2 pi integration 0 to pi. Put r is equal to upper limit. We get a cube into bracket 1 plus cos theta cube upon 3 sin theta d theta. For evaluation of this integration, we substitute 1 plus cos theta is equal to t. Differentiate on both sides, we get minus sin theta d theta is equal to dt, and therefore we get sin theta d theta is equal to dt. Now we change the limit. When theta is equal to 0, we get t is equal to theta is equal to, here we have to consider pi instead of pi by 2. So when put theta is equal to pi, we get t is equal to 0. So we get v is equal to 2 pi a cube upon 3 integration 2 to 0 t cube, and put the value of sin theta d theta, it is minus dt, minus take outside, minus 2 pi a cube upon 3 integration of t cube with respect to t, we get t raised to 4 upon 4, upper limit 0, lower limit 2, it is equal to 2 pi a cube upon 3 into 4. After simplifying, we get the answer 8 pi a cube upon 3. This is the final answer of the example. And let us consider the last example. Find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the Leibniz gate. R square is equal to a square cos 2 theta above the line theta is equal to pi by 2. So this is the curve. R square is equal to a square cos 2 theta, and we revolve this right hand side loop above the line theta is equal to pi by 2, means in Cartesian coordinate system we revolve this area about y-axis. So to get the limits, we shaded only the upper part of the loop which lies in the first quadrant, and therefore the volume of solid generated by revolving the Leibniz gate is equal to 2 into volume generated by half loop which lies in the first quadrant. So here students, one thing you remember, when we revolve this loop about the line theta is equal to pi by 2, again automatically it covers this loop, and therefore the total volume of the Leibniz gate, it is nothing but 2 into volume of the upper part of the loop lies in the first quadrant. So to get the limit of inner integral and outer integral, again in that region of integration we consider a radical strip drawn from the pole, and therefore limit of inner integral, the lower part it is on origin. At origin the value of r is equal to 0. Upper part of the strip, it is on the curve r square is equal to a square cos 2 theta. Find out the value of r, it is a into under root cos 2 theta, and we move this strip in the region of integration from initial line to this point. So value of theta, it varies from theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to pi by 4, and we get the required volume is equal to 2 into volume generated by the half loop in the first quadrant, that is equal to 2 into integration 0 to pi by 4 integration 0 to a into under root cos 2 theta 2 pi r square cos theta dr d theta. So it is equal to 4 pi into integration 0 to pi by 4 r cube upon 3 0 to a under root cos 2 theta cos theta d theta. Constant term you take outside, 4 pi upon 3 integration 0 to pi by 4 a cube. First you put r is equal to upper limit. So we get a cube into cos 2 theta raised to 3 by 2. lower limit, this total function it becomes 0 d theta. So it is equal to 4 pi a cube upon 3, and put cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta raised to 3 by 2 cos theta d theta. So for evaluation of the integration, we substitute under root 2 sine theta is equal to sine phi. Take the differentiation on both sides. We get under root 2 cos theta d theta is equal to cos phi d phi. Therefore, change the limit. When theta is equal to 0, we get phi is equal to 0. When theta is equal to pi by 4, we get phi is equal to pi by 2. So we get v is equal to 4 pi a cube upon 3 integration 0 to pi by 2 1 minus sine square phi raised to 3 by 2 cos phi upon root 2 into d phi. So it is equal to 4 pi a cube upon 3 into under root 2 integration 0 to pi by 2. We know 1 pi minus sine square phi is equal to cos square phi raised to 3 by 2 cos phi d phi. In the next step, it is equal to 4 pi a cube upon 3 root 2. Simplify the powers of cos phi. We get cos raised to 4 phi d phi. It is equal to keep the term 4 pi a cube upon 3 into under root 2 as it is, and here we use the property of beta function, that is integration 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to p theta cos raised to q theta is equal to 1 by 2 beta of p plus 1 upon 2 q plus 1 upon 2. So by using this formula, here we get the value of this integration. It is 1 upon 2 beta of 1 by 2 comma 5 by 2. Convert this beta function in terms of gamma by using the formula beta of m comma n is equal to gamma of m into gamma of n upon gamma of m plus n. So we get here gamma of 1 by 2, gamma of 5 by 2 upon gamma of 3. Now convert this gamma in terms of gamma 1 half. So we get here 2 pi cube upon 3 root 2. Gamma 1 half you keep as it is. Gamma of 5 by 2 we can write down as 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Gamma 1 by 2. Gamma of 3 it is nothing but 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 2. Simplify this total term. It is equal to pi square into a cube 4 root 2. In this way, we solve the examples based on volume of solid of revolution. Thank you very much.